Welcome everybody, François Latarde, JDR D30, and making a video response to Condor DM, who made a series of video called The Gamer's Flawed Thinking number 7. Yes, because the number 7 comes in 3 parts. And the links will be below if you want to watch that. I recommend that to you. Lots of stuff, lots of interesting stuff in those videos. I did want to make a video response because I had a written exchange with Mr. Condor, and I felt that maybe my written form wasn't up to really what I wanted to express about his video, at least a portion of it. I'm responding to a portion of this video, so I did want to make a video response, the spoken form, you know, my written form. I'm a French-speaking guy, so I may fall in the trap of not having, you know, a good written response. It may happen, so I felt more comfortable in talking about it here with a video response. So Condor DM, the portion I want to respond to, the subject is game masters that that present themselves on YouTube or on forums, but those game masters gives advice, but they don't have much experience as game masters, so they may not be up to the advice they are giving, but they pretend, you know, they present themselves as top game masters who really know what they're talking about. They're sharing opinions, maybe about flawed ideas, and maybe some of them, well, especially he talks about some of the channels that may have other goals than only talking about role-playing games, goals such as getting more subscribers, stuff like that. He talks about that, and well, it's clear that he's not a fan of those channels, and he tells why. It's because if a new game master stumble upon those channels, they may take advice from a person that don't have enough experience to really talk about those subjects. They may take those advice and bring that at their game and crash their game because these weren't good enough advice to help them. So Condor is concerned with that, with new game masters stumbling upon those popular channels, because they are easy to find. Okay, my response to that, you know what I wanted to express, it was to show maybe the brighter side of it. It wasn't to go against your opinion, which is quite clear, and I quite understand why you're taking that position. I may agree at some point, but me, I see it on the brighter side. Okay, even, you know, I don't, when I watch me, begin with me, you know, I've been around for mostly 30 years, and when I watch a video on YouTube, you know, I don't mind how the person talking is presenting himself. Is he a veteran? Is he a newbie? Is he, you know, is it a popular channel or not a popular one? I don't mind. You know, I like to hear about role-playing games, and with my experience, I can sort out what I need. I can take the good from the bad and bring to my table a tip that I like and I want to experiment. I don't mind if it's someone who only played for only 1 year. You know, if he has a good idea, I will take it. So when you are experienced, you have no problems with that. You can make, you can sort it out. When you are a new game master, yeah, it's true that you can't sort it out that much. You can't detect, you can't really make the difference. If you see someone who has a good channel, say he's a top game master, well, you will take his word for granted. Okay, well, on the brighter side, what I can say is that the person who makes a video and talks about role-playing games, usually they are positive about what they're bringing, and what I think about that is that they have probably experimented what they are saying. You know, they work with it with their group, and if it made people happy, so it may help. It may help. It may be a new game master can take something that maybe experienced game masters, as some of us are, may think, well, it's not a good idea, but we may think that, but who are we to judge their table? If it works for them, maybe it could work for other game masters. So new game master may bring that at home, and it may go well. It may make it may make people happy, and they will have fun with the advice that even more experienced may think are not good advice. But as I said, who are we to judge that? So it's the best scenario available. What if the advice given by a game master that doesn't have much experience, a flawed ID, okay, comes to a new game master, and the game master comes to his table, tried stuff, and it crashes the game, it destroys his group, and it shatters his role playing. What if? Well, the brighter side, you will have learned something about that. You will have take the advice, you will try it, it won't work. You will have learned, he will be a little better in what he's doing because he has learned something from that experience. That's how I see it. I think it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to experiment stuff to see if it works. We can. It's a good way to learn, and we more experienced game master got through that process. We can't hide ourselves. We made mistakes ourselves, and maybe it came from some bad advice that we didn't know were bad before we tried it. An example I can give, when I began, it was around 1986. It was quite a long time. And very experienced game master, well, they weren't there. There was nothing of that, because the game, well, it was out for 12 years, and from where I come from, finding a game master that has gamed 5 years, it was quite rare. It was very rare. So, someone who played 5 years in 1986, from where I come from, it was rare. And I've met those kind of game masters who really knew that they were on the top. They've played for 5 years. They were on top. They were giving advice for everyone. And I took some advice. Some of them were good, some of them were bad. But I had to try that and learn make an ID for myself. That's how I forged myself as a game master. So back then, game masters, experienced game masters were game masters that played for 5 years. And the channels or the people on forums you are pointing out may have that 5 years of experience. They have the same amount of experience that the experienced game master had when I began. So they had the same amount of experience. Okay, I'm here mostly 30 years after, still gaming, still experimenting stuff. And having learned from all those advice, good or bad, so the videos you are talking about, you are concerned about how honest those comments are, since the people pretend to be something you think they're not. Okay, I won't say I disagree or I agree. I will say, well, who knows? But who knows? Well, I don't know personally those persons I'm watching, so we can pretend, we can make assumption about who they are and how they work their stuff. But the videos are there. The game masters will watch them, and we can prevent that. I think we can agree on that. They are there. They will be seen, and it will do maybe what you say, or it will do maybe what I think it could do too. But they are there, they will see it, and we can't prevent that. You know that there's so much stuff on YouTube, thousands of stuff, but the more popular will come up on the first place when you make a research. So more experienced game masters, the one who are I do personally, I'm a little like you. I do videos just because I want to make them. I don't have other goals than that. Maybe I have less view, but that's the way it is. Okay, we are using a platform that works that way. So the new game masters are exposed to many stuff. They will take what they have to, and they will make their own idea about it. And hopefully it will upgrade their game. But if on the other side it doesn't upgrade their game, they will upgrade as a person and as a game master to try to make their next game better. That's what I think. It is the brighter side. It's not against what you're saying. It's maybe just just see the other side of the medal. Okay, the other way. That's the way I view it. Something I do in life. One of my job. I'm a musician. Okay, and the same kind of stuff happens in music. And in role-playing games, it's just the tip of the iceberg, because in music you have 1,000 times more of that situation, and it's 1,000 times worse. You may have real wannabes who want to show you how to play the guitar, and they do it wrong. I'm a guitar teacher. I know what to talk about. Sometimes I watch videos and I say, oh yeah, that guy, his fingering is wrong and all that. But there are kids who are learning with that, and sometimes I have in my class kids that I've learned something from one of those guys, and the result is not that bad. They kind of sort out the good from what they saw. If I thought that it wasn't a good fingering, but in the end it does good music. What am I to judge? I'm just here to guide someone. But outside of my room, he does whatever he wants to make the music that he thinks may be fun. So it's a comparison with role-playing games, but it's the same thing, So I don't mind, and I don't worry about that. Okay, for new game masters, if they really want to play, they will learn something. Whatever they're watching, they will. As long as they try it and make themselves their own ID. And yeah, with experience, they will, the flawed IDs will go away all the while. Then that's called experience. So, I'm not, I don't mind. That's the way. I don't mind for those videos you're talking about, those kind of videos and those types of person that pretends, as you say, that pretends to be something they're not. If they're positive about role-playing games, I'm happy to hear about it. That's what I enjoy. Well, hope it makes sense. You may respond, and I'm not here to convince you of something. I'm just showing you my side. You may not you may not agree, and that's okay. With that, and not only you, but every viewers who take the time to watch this video, you may put your comments down below to talk about it with me. But that's what I had to say. So my name is François JDR D30. Hope you liked it, and have as much fun in your life as in your games. See you next time. Bye. I forgot something. Really important I wanted to say is to go check out Condor DM's channel. The link will be below. He adds lots of video, lots of content. Every of his videos are fully packed with information. His firm views about role-playing games, Well, there's a lot of things to take from his channel, so I invite you to check that out. Now it's true, I will go. So see you next time. Bye.